For the next DIY, I'm going to be using one of the pink flamingo aloha signs from the Dollar Tree. I think these are so cute. And I'm going to create a lei garland like wall hanging. Are these new this year, the flower garlands from the Dollar Tree? I've never seen these before. They're one long piece of garland, which is going to work perfect for this DIY. So, what I want to do is I want to have like 5 strands of the garland hanging down, making a wall hanging out of it, which could also be used. You could really hang this anywhere. You could hang it almost like a wind chime. Of course, it wouldn't make any noise, or you could hang it outdoors. I think it'd be really cute. I've made a similar DIY with red, white, and blue ones for the 4th of July for a coastal feel. And so, what I'm going to do is I just went ahead and cut the ring off the end. And I'm going to go ahead and staple this on. I did remove like the first flower there to give me a little bit more string. And I simply staple that on. And then I'm going to tie the string on it, double knotting that so that should stay in place. And I went ahead and laid it out to see how many I could make. I wanted to do 5 strands and I want them all to be about the same length. So what I went ahead and did is just folded it like into 5 strands to see if I was going to have enough to do that. And I think that's going to be perfect. As you can see, they're all different shades of pink, and I'm actually going to take that into account, trying to create a little bit of a pattern when I do this. I am going to use 10 here, and I just cut it about halfway in between 2 flowers. I use hot glue to attach the string to the flower and then fold one of the flowers over to make sure that is stronger. I have found that's the easiest way to secure these rather than tying a knot there on the end. And then for the next flower, I don't want them to be symmetrical. And so I'm going to remove 1 flower. And that way, like the little bit bolder pink is going to be on the top on this one. So it will be all a little bit random. And there happens to be 5 different colors. So that's going to work out perfectly. I went ahead and measured so there will be even distance. I found that if I did one every 2.5 inches, that would work out perfectly for 5. So I went ahead and sketched those out here on the back of the wood sign where you won't be able to see them. And again, I'm just using my staple gun to staple those on. The wood frame for this sign is plenty thick enough to be able to use my staple gun. So that worked out perfectly. Double knotting that, making sure I cut off any excess string, and also making sure my staples are in all the way so that's secure just using a hammer. So again, I cut down 10 flowers. If you wanted to do each one of the garlands a different length, that would be really cute too. Like maybe having the one in the middle be the longest would be cute. I thought about that, but I kind of liked the look of them all being the same. For the next row, again, I remove a flower. So I have the next shade of pink here for the next row and simply tie that off. And we are going to continue that pattern all the way across. These aloha signs are one of the few pink flamingo items that you can find at the Dollar Tree right now, and I do have another idea for these later on in today's video. Again, at the end, I find hot gluing the string to the flower works the best. This one kind of came off a little bit, but I was still able to make that one work. And then I'm continuing that same piece of garland. Using that garland just made this project so much easier than having to cut the individual leis. But if you can't find it, you could create it with the leis. They have so many this year and they're so pretty. So many different shades of pink. They have pink glitter ones. They have the big fluffy pink flowers. There's so many fun ideas that you can do with these. This is kind of a basic double flower design, but I like the effect it looks. I think I'm going to use this outdoors for my porch. I think it would be really cute hanging out there and swinging in the breeze. And one more row I have here. As you can see, I didn't go all the way to the end. I want it to be a little bit inward, and that's how I had started it. So that's how I'm going to end it as well. And again, staple, count to 10, cut it off, and glue it to itself. Really easy DIY. Didn't take much time at all to put together, and I really love how it turned out. It's a pretty large piece too, as you can see, so it really makes a statement. It would be a really cute decor for a luau or summer party as well. But you know me, I love the tropical vibes. I'm going to be using it for summer.